And I know you have a phrase for this
I was
process.
just going there. Yep.
Would you take it from here? I'm sure you're just bubbling over with ideas.
Well, you're talking about becoming a sacrificial whore, yes?
Yes.
Yes. So for those of you that just were like, no, did she really say that? Let me say it really slowly and clearly. Empaths, one of your downsides is you become sacrificial whores. You will give till you collapse. And our culture and our religions have taught us that this is the virtuous thing to do. It is not, because it trains everybody around us how to become parasites. That's disgusting. So whether it's your children or your husband or your wife or the people around you, you're teaching them how to feed off of your vital energy because you are so out of balance. And you think you're being virtuous, and instead you are creating an incredibly sickening situation in yourself and for everybody that interacts with you. Is that really what you want? So learning how to nourish yourself, isn't that one of the things that you would love other people to learn how to do so you wouldn't have to keep giving to them? Yeah? So you learn to nourish yourself, and then you give from that place of being nourished instead of that place of deficit. When you give from deficit, there's a taint to what you give. And people will take from you anyways because they're so needy, but they're also eating in a way that is poisonous from you. You're giving them poisoned food because you are being irresponsible about not caring enough for yourself, not cherishing yourself enough to do what feeds your spirit, feeds your cell tissue, feeds your inquiring mind, feeds you emotionally. And yes, you get pleasure from giving. It's such sweetness. But if you don't learn how to take, you are out of balance. And you are throwing the Dharma out and turning it into really messed up, fucked up karma. So sacrificial whores, retrain yourself, retrain your generous spirit to learn how to work in balance and bring that desire and generosity also to yourself. We talk about male people walk in beauty or mending the hoop of the people, two different things, but it needs to include you empaths. It needs to include you. May you learn to walk in beauty, which means you get to feel that dance of beauty inside, as well as the energy you emit being that of beauty. You get to mend your own hoop internally and feed the needy, crying, resentful places so they heal. And if you're always on output, you can't do that, and you are making one more wound in the field of the earth and of the humans. Learn to bring healing to yourself as part of your daily practice. And then what you have to give will be so much more profound and freely given instead of sacrificially given. Like, I'll give you my lifeblood. It's like, your students don't need your lifeblood. They need to know how to use their tools. They need you to help them to learn how to fire up their own inspiration so they practice, not that you have to carry them through every practice. They need to fire up their own soul. Give them the tools for that. So does that mean that you'll eventually be out of a job? Oh, hell no. There will always be ways of giving and taking because there's so many people that will need your skills as an empath, and there's so many exquisite ways of feeling the different layers of this magnificent cosmos that we live in. Does that touch on what you wanted to go to?
Absolutely. I love it. I love it. Well, I'm going to let you go. And I want to thank you again for taking this time to chat with me today. It was so great to see you and to hear your voice. And we're super looking forward to having you here in Arizona in this December. And for those of you that are enjoying this interview, all the information about Anna's events is at a website, www.annainarizona.com. And the workshops, there'll be 5 2-hour workshops that Anna will be doing on Friday, December 13th through Sunday, December 15th. For more information about Anna and Forrest Yoga, please visit www.forrestyoga.com. That's FORRESTYOGA.com. Anna, is there anything that you'd like to leave us with here before we sign off?
I had another thought.
Please.
Just people Forrest Yoga, they think, oh, that sounds really hard, or oh, that sounds really intense. It is intense. And sometimes it gets hard, but then you learn how to make it easier and smarter instead of hard. But people think like, oh, I have to be something more experienced, more flexible, more strong, more whatever in order to come there. And my request to you is to rethink that and trust me and my team and our level of experience to meet you wherever you are. We work with people who are wheelchair people, who are missing limbs, who are on death's bed, really deeply ill people. We work with mega athletes. I work with the fighter pilots that have been stationed out in England at Lakenheath. I work with the bomb squad in the military. I work with any range of human beings. So somewhere in there you fit. You don't have to have anything except for show up on the mat. You don't have to have accomplished anything. Be willing to go into the great mystery, though, because, wow, we'll do some amazing adventures there.
Aho.
Aho.
Well, thanks again. We'll see you soon.
Yes, you will, and I'm really looking forward to it.
Yay.